everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Cowboys going up against the Falcons. With that, let's get you out to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are just off of Centennial Olympic Park Drive at the home of the Falcons since 1992. It's the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Coleman. And he's got room. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a pickup of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Coleman now. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Six yards to go here on second down. This is Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Here we go.
It's a keeper with Prescott. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On third down, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Over the middle to Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Let's go!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is Elliott. And the cut, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play clock winding down. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Ryan. Flushed out right. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. And they take... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the 2nd quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's Prescott. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Des.
That's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half. Prescott finding time. And this is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure in the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out, I'll keep handing them the football.
They go to Elliott again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Ready, ready. 37 to 5.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, here's Ryan. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offense.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A little surprising there, Brandon, to see that broken tackle by the back. He's known more for his speed and elusiveness than his power.
Here we go!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott, and he'll get it up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. This is Hill. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got time, eluding the pressure right. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fresh set of downs here. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is right through. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Double tight, double tight. Hey.
On third and short to give to the tight end. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They got the ball to the outer. third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll run with Elliott. And some space here. And a cut to the sideline. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They come out here in the eye. They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And on the ground they go with the running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Second down following the run. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
Well, we'll see what happens here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.